Satnam, guys. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's see what's happening. Okay. The Hierophant. This is constitution. This is giving me the vibe of some kind of institution, but I feel like this is like you, okay? There's some kind of like inner hierarchy or inner authority, I feel like, that you are either maybe coming to terms with and seeing, or that you're finally allowing, okay? I want to say you're kind of allowing this like inner this inner authority of yours, okay? You might be starting to actually really exercise your inner authority, right? But I feel like there's still some kind of structure and still something in regards to almost like separate beings or something like that. But either way, you're like the head honcho of the structure, right? Hence maybe also why I showed the pyramid thing, right? Justice reverse, the King of Pentacles reverse. But yeah, again, like this is not some kind of like earthly thing. I feel like since your focus has maybe shifted from the world, let's say, to more spiritual things. I'm not saying you might have always been spiritual, but I feel like maybe your shift in what is possible for you has shifted. Your perspective in what is possible has shifted for you as well. So you're no longer desiring, like I've said before, money, etc. You're desiring like actual spiritual power, right? Since you've done that shift, and I feel like kind of started focusing on more intense, actual like spiritual endeavors, you're coming into contact with some kind of inner hierarchy. I don't know how else to explain this. Let's see what else is coming through. And the Eight of Cups reversed. This is something, I'm hearing something about like intrigue, okay? Princess of Swords reversed. I'm also hearing confusion. But it's kind of giving the vibe of like, I just actually saw this meme where the couple was laying in bed and the woman was like, I wonder what he's thinking about. And he's like, well, if we're just the universe experiencing itself, have I been having sex with myself this whole time? That kind of energy. So I feel like you're finally coming into, I actually want to say, acceptance and ease of your rulership. Maybe that's something, you see, even my voice kind of like me there. Like you're coming into like full acceptance of your rulership. That's something you maybe struggled with. That's like, you know how in the movies it's like, I never wanted to be king or something like that. Like maybe that's got a little bit lame. Like who doesn't want to be king? But like, you might have been resisting this subconsciously, okay? And I got a message as well, which was confirmation. I don't know if you heard. Fraudsters. So ease of acceptance of rulership. It's kind of like you denying this inner authority of yours, you denying the spiritual authority kind of creates a crumbling effect, is what I'm hearing, yeah? The Sun, look at you. You're fully coming into... It's like you might have always known that you were something special, okay, let's say. But like, I feel like you're finally spiritually being brought up, or like, you're finally being, like your inner child, let's say, is being brought up as royalty or as divine, making you much more at ease with you. Okay, maybe this like internal monologue, maybe this internal hierarchy I was feeling was like this divine royal family, right? Right. Not is what I'm hearing. Divine royal family, right? So you being brought up spiritually in this way is making it so much easier for you to actually fully accept it and exercise that power, okay? Because I'm hearing something about, like, you know that movie The Man in the Iron Mask with Leonardo DiCaprio, like the twin kingly brothers. The twin princes were born, and the one was thrown in jail, and the other one ruled, etc., etc. Okay, so you're finally like, oh, look, oh my god, okay, like, hey, okay. The high priestess. Yeah, I don't want to say you were like hidden, but you were, right? I know that's such a lame cliche thing to say, especially like in the tarot community. But like I feel like that was the case. I don't want to say like maybe it's not that you were hidden. Maybe it's just that you're coming into ageness, like spiritually speaking. Like I said, growing up spiritually royal now or something like that. Like just like either you had your own strange way or you had your own process or something like that. That was just like maybe a little bit like, I don't know, maybe it took longer than expected, even by this royal family energy, or it was just stranger than expected. I don't know exactly, okay, because it's a little bit like hidden or something, okay. But either way, you finally like it's kind of like you finally accepted and grounded in this royalness of you, okay, into your being, okay, flooding your energy, your DNA, etc., okay. But there's something about your process. I'm also hearing nonchalant. There's something about your process or your, like, just maybe even your I amness, like being fully integrated into the divine family kind of energy. There was something about your I amness that was very, not skeptical, but it like aroused some kind of maybe not suspicion, but it aroused some kind of like I don't know, but like in a good way, I guess. Okay, something like that, okay? Let's get the rest of the cards. The Chariot, Jesus, this is a very good reading. And the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Seven of Wands. You know, I was in a car crash like a couple of years ago, right? King of Swords, Temperance, Justice and the Emperor reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. But it's kind of giving that energy of like going into a higher state of being, exactly, with the Ace of Swords just behind the Seven of Wands. It's kind of like going through some kind of like huge, humongous loss, like a loss of life or a loss of the world or something like that, a loss of your reality. But it happened to like maybe at some point you felt like you were like knocked down to like not just the basics, but like the underworld itself, right? The reason for that was for you to see that like you're at home there as well, and that you are part of this divine lineage, this divine royal family, okay? Because you kept being afraid, let's say, of the underworld, but you really didn't have to be, because you're present there always as well. It's like part of this inner hierarchy. Nine of Pentacles as well, Princess of Wands. So it was never like about like you being accepted into this divine royal family. It was never about you being seen as good enough or anything like that. First of all, it was about like you recognizing what you truly are. And secondly, it was about you simply integrating your energy into this royal family, okay, into this royal family vibe, right? There's this spiritual hierarchy or something, and again, there is something about you being this has nothing to do with the world. This has nothing to do with I even want to say the upper world, middle world, and lower world. This has nothing to do with the realms. Nothing like nothing like that, okay? This has everything to do with like, for lack of a better terms, the archetypes themselves, like the idea of a realm or the idea of creation, etc., right? You had to kind of like, it's kind of like the heavens, like they were always investing in you, and you might have been experiencing it in a very different way because of like, again, this weird process of yours maybe. Either way, it doesn't really matter, okay? Because I feel like even like this world, this realm, this Ace of Pentacles is no longer necessary because you're in this space now. Yeah, look at this. You're very emotionally and spiritually mature, okay? Very, I don't even want to say that because that sounds lame. You're like very, because like, what is that maturity compared to like what I just said about the archetypes and shit? You get what I'm saying? But yeah, you've integrated yourself into the divine family, into the divine council, okay? There's no longer a need for you to, I'm not saying, I don't want to say need. There's no longer a experience of you experiencing ungodliness, undivinity, feeling like an animal, feeling like a helpless human being, something like that, okay? You've been fully integrated, okay? Okay, I feel like that was sufficient. Please do consider liking, subscribing, donating, contacting me for personal reading. Everything is in the description box down below. I love you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, 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 yeah.